What y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so player. Look out. Second best for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches, and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I can't get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky finger to the moon. What y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so player. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Now, watch me break it down like 24 karat, 24 karat. What's that sound? 24 karat. Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Fight the feeling, invite the feeling, just put your pinky finger to the moon. Guys, what y'all trying to do? I know what you're trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so player. Put your pinky finger to the moon.
All right, that was close enough. Just enough to avoid a DMCA. You know, I went from explaining DCA every spaces for like the first 50 spaces to now explaining DMCA. Well, I didn't really explain it, but I'm not going to explain it. I just avoided us getting DMCA because if you play the whole song of a famous artist or whatever, yada, yada, they might come out and seek you out. And then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Bottom right hand corner. Let's retweet the space. Let's show some love in the comments. You guys already know. I'm already on spaces. I've been on space. Sorry. Let me back up. I'm already on stream. I've been on stream. We're just waiting for Shotgun to get in. Chris will get in at some point. He's got father duties. Ice will also get on at some point. I think. I'm not sure. We're all gonna get on. And if you are interested in getting on, let me know in the Espresso Shot group chat or in the DMs. Again, you guys already know Tuesdays are garden talk, which we're going to do a little bit differently today. We're going to segment it more. And then that way, you guys have any questions at the end of the segment, we can just go straight into the discussion as opposed to going in and out. No, the show is not started. I'm transitioning over to the Espresso Shot song, which if you don't already know, make sure you turn down the volume on your phone. If you have sensitive ears. We do not claim any liability for your hearing loss after the show. Thank you. Let's move on over to the Espresso Shot song.
It's Dan the Lost Boy.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to the Espresso Shot.
Stop it, drop it. It's time for Espresso Shot. Knock it. Brew it up and get it hot. Top it. We talking till the kettle pop. Stop it. Alpha, we gon' set it off. Brew me up a double shot. Espresso Shot is on the clock. Twitter spaces every day. Edit play, you better not. Conversations everywhere. Getting steak and never stop. Learn a little, laugh a little. Metas cheap, so get them top. Web3, NFTs, learn things you never thought. Farming in the garden, got some news, I wanna set it up. Your research, don't get hurt, invest, don't buy the top. Protect your neck, don't get wrecked, bet, first connect the dots. Price action, we not acting, Espresso Shot. Get working, we networking, Espresso Shot. Hot one, with Shotgun, Espresso Shot. The host with the most, sounds about to give it all he's got. Stop it, drop it, it's time for Espresso Shot. Knock it, brew it up and get it hot. Top it, notch. We talking till the kettle pop. Stop Alpha, we gon' set it off. Brew me up a double shot. Espresso shot is on the clock. Twitter spaces every day. Let it play, you better not. Conversations everywhere. Yeah, statement never stops. Learn a little, laugh a little. Matters cheap, don't get them top. Press play every day. Follow to the Java spot. GM with my friends, transforming like the Autobot. Bottom to the top, we gon' spread it like a lot of sauce. Candles, red wicks, one of these has gotta pop. Price action, we not acting. Espresso shot. Get working, we networking. Espresso shot. Hot one with shotgun. Espresso shot. The host with the most songs are dropping that espresso shot.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Espresso Shot, your favorite late morning show on the East Coast. And if you don't already know, you should, because we've been here for a fucking year, baby. Let's go! Anyhow, we hope you learn a little bit, laugh a little bit, maybe even cry a little bit. You probably need about 3 to 5 therapists. Like I said yesterday, inflation, therapists charging less. People pretending to be therapists charging a lot less. But hey, at least it's peace of mind for you because they're not going to tell you the truth. So anyway, you can get a lot of therapists for that. Anyhow, you already know the vibes. For the people looking on the stream, we are on stream. It's on top of the Jumbotron. It's just me. I don't like feeling alone. I am not a spotlight person. I'm the guy on the side who's like, and I point to the guy on the main screen, you know. And there we go. Now I can do that with ice. But bottom right hand corner, let's retweet the spaces. Show some love in the comments. You already know. I got Ice up here with me now. Just shotgun once he gets out of the shower, puts his shirt on. He's, you know, or keep the shirt off. I don't know. There's people who are into some weird thing. No. Why would I do that? That's weird. Yeah. Anyway, look again. Bottom right hand corner. Let's retweet. Let's show some love in the comments. I know that the other two co-hosts that are in that commission are not here right now. That's because one got locked out of his account by accident leading up to the space. That's okay. It's all good. We've still got the news a little bit that we can still cover, and then on top of that. So don't be shy, don't hold back. You guys already know this is the special shot. Again, every Tuesday we do garden talk, which is where we talk Azuki news, but not for the whole space. We just take the news, throw it out there. If the speakers have questions, great. If not, we tie into topics and we go into general discussion. So before I go over to Wise to kickstart that structure off, let's go over and check in with Shotgun. How we doing, baby? Yeah, it was Ice. It was Ice. I'm not trying to take that credit from Ice. Ice deserves way more credit than he's getting. So yes, that was 100% all Ice. So thank you, Ice. But yes, Shotgun's about to join the stream because I just sent him the stream link on Discord. But yeah. Without further ado, Let's kickstart this fucking thing because usually we get some hands. So let's go ahead and kickstart this thing with Waj. He had his hand up before, so he can say whatever he wants to say. Yeah, but I meant like plural. Usually we have two or three, and then we go to them. We talk with them a little bit. Then we have to. Yeah. Look. Watch. Look. If there is any people up here on this stage right now that has a chance of getting on the next couple commissions for any graphics that we put out right now, it is Ice and Watch. I would say Chris, but I don't know if he how he feels about me putting him as his elemental in that commission. Like Chris blocked it out for a reason. He didn't want people to think, "Oh, I'm a pink-haired girl." So I got to talk to Chris about that. I'll be like, "Hey, bro, like, do you want to come up with an AI version of yourself that I could start putting in commissions or something?" Like. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Shotgun's talking too much. Let's throw it over to Watch. Watch, let's check in with you, my man. What you got? It's on the jumbotron. That the link to watch is on the jumbotron. If you want me to send you the link to join, I can send you that on the back end. Yeah. I believe they're filing a motion to dismiss the charges against them. Yes, I've been watching Suits. I know my lawyer speak. But anyway, Watch, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Oh man. All right. Shotgun, you missed it, but I just schooled Watch on how to be a lawyer. But it's
Bro,
all
I
good. It's all
actually
good.
went to make an espresso, and then I see the chat, and I see that my dog was chilling in the camera before I even came in. So that's wild. Don't let your camera wide open, guys. No, it's not
Yeah.
good.
The funniest thing was when the camera started, it was just your dog's ears too. Just the ears, just like poking around. All right. Enough QC shit. No, but first of all, Waz, it's really interesting that it's a what is it called again? Sorry, antitrust case. Is that what it is? Is that what you said?
Google on something or Amazon, they literally just crush you.
That is fucking insane. Hold on. Ashley, I'm gonna do something. Just because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna bring up the Espresso Shot house account as a co-host. So let's go ahead and bring that up. And at some point, I'm gonna bridge over to the stream. But I just a reminder for everyone. There's two things happening right now, depending on what Wash talked about. Right. One is I pinned his tweet to the top of the Jumbotron. If you want to read in a lot more detail, and two, Chris is broadcasting the tweet itself on the stream as well. So you want to check that out, please come through. Again, this is something that we're trying to do more. We've been doing it every Tuesday for a minute now. We're going to start on Friday as well, just in case anyone missed that announcement yesterday. The only difference will be that Friday to today is a little bit more open when it comes to the stream, right? And Friday is going to be a little bit more creator type themed. And so, just again, if you, for example, one of the first things we're going to talk about on Friday is the carousel post and how to do that, because we've still been getting some questions even after Chris's video, which is great, and that's fine. I want to make sure we address any questions live to see if we can help you there. So just a reminder, please come through on Friday. My pin post has every spaces for this week there. You just have to click on the day and set your reminders. Again, right now it's Tuesday, so just go ahead and set your reminders for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and come through. So, but yeah. So anyway, enough blabbering. I think that's interesting that they're going after Google with that. I do remember, shockingly enough, even though I was only fucking 8, I do remember that Microsoft case in 1998. I mean, I obviously didn't read about it. I just remember seeing the news about it and being like, huh, that's interesting. That's the thing that's on my computer. But anyway, so yeah. So again, I'm curious to see where it goes. Obviously, it's just starting, and then the whole thing with SPF, I got no comment. That dude, every time I hear his name, I'm just like, I don't know if it's that I get triggered or if I'm just like, how could we have trusted him? If you watch like one interview with him, you'd be like, that dude, no shot. This man is clean. No fucking shot. We could have known. We could have known immediately. But anyway, let's go ahead and take this on over to Shotgun, because I know he's got some topics. The only thing that I was trying to find some news that I kind of wanted to address a little bit. If I'm going to be honest, all I got was a lot of studies being done that Americans are more financially stressed than ever. That's pretty much the gist of it. It's like, no fucking shit, Sherlock. Right? We're right. For just a casual lunch, it's $20 minimum, and you can make lunch for like $5 if you go grocery shopping. But no one wants to go grocery shopping, right? And so everyone order Instacart, or everyone order DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever. Oh, fun fact, Instacart is about to go public. I'm thinking about buying some shares because on Robinhood you can do it through their pre-IPO launch. Thinking about just taking whatever money I have left on there and just throwing it towards Instacart. My wife asked me, "Oh, should we buy it?" I'm like, "It might be a good flip." She goes, "What's a flip?" And I'm like, "Okay, right. I have to remember, how I'm going to explain this here." But real quick, before I take this over to Shotgun, watch, you just put your hand up. What are you thinking?
So that was another report that I didn't really touch on, so I don't go into specific stocks. But yeah, the Instacart and one other one similar is doing an IPO, and they are like already down bad from when they first announced that they were going to go public. Their valuation is down. I think it's like 30% or some shit from what it was supposed to be originally. So be careful buying Instacart. IDOs have not really done well lately. So just be careful. Not financial advice, but
Well, to be fair, I was gonna sell any stocks that I had on there at the moment, and just fucking yeet all of it into Instacart and hope for a flip. So maybe I don't do that this time, and I just take like $500 and I just throw it in there instead of taking all the money. But that being said, to tie that into a discussion that carried on into the Espresso Shop group chat yesterday, right after the spaces ended, friend tech. Now, why do I want to keep talking about friend tech sometimes? It's because
everybody's telling me to create one, Townsend. That's why.
Yes.
I can't stand anymore. Everybody in the game is like, yo, Shotgun, when friend tech? I'm like, let me reformulate the question. Why friend tech? Like, why am I going to offer?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I see the benefit. What I'm more nervous about, more so for everything that we've set up for the show, the LLC behind it, all that, and I actually need to have a one-on-one call with Watcher soon about this, is really just more so the legal implications, mostly because technically the LLC based in the US. So if you're technically under that, even if if Brazil is fine, does that mean you still fall under our domain? Or so like that's the only thing that I don't really know. Wash, would you I know you've talked twice already, but after this I promise we're gonna go shotgun. Watch, are there any legal implications for anyone that like starts a friend tech? I know you said it's kind of like, they can't go over everyone or whatever, but like, what are the thoughts here?
All right, so there's 3 schools of thought, and I'll start by saying nobody knows and everyone's guessing as the first school of thought, because there's nothing like this before, and it's all just a very gray area. There's nothing like on the nose, so it's all just again guessing, even by attorneys that work in the area. But securities lawyers basically say that you doing this is actually creating yourself as a security, and they're advising like clients of theirs, larger ones than us, obviously, to stay away from it. But the flip side of that is that, friend tech and being backed by Paradigm has attorneys, right? Like they have good attorneys, being as big as Paradigm is. So they've thought this through and they have a reason why it's not. What that reason is, I don't know. Changing the name from shares to keys is one step, but obviously that doesn't cover the fact that you originally called it shares, which is kind of stupid. If you're trying to make that argument, that's not a security. So in the fact that you changed it, just kind of, that doesn't do anything legally. It already was called something. You naming it something else means nothing. So there's that side that they trust in them. They know what they're doing. And then there's the other side of like, none of us are big enough for anyone to give a shit about. Right. So the SEC is not going to go after somebody and take your 0.01 ETH you made by people trading your shares. It's not worth like the first line of the paper that they printed on. But I could see someone like, let's say that Alex O'Haney guy, right? Like, let's say he makes hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars of people buying his shit and trading it because he creates some real utility, like I'll help you build a business or whatever it could be. It could be anyone. Taylor Swift. I could see them going after somebody like that potentially to make an example of them. And I think they would do it maybe not even so much as like you're creating a security, but remember when, everyone got sued for pumping different things like in crypto, whether it be NFTs, like where the Kardashians got sued for a coin, or like Tom Brady got sued for FTX, like all these different things. Like you can have some liability by pumping something for value that has no value. And it's just on speculation. So they could go after people for that as well. So there's definitely some risk to it, but again, you're not retiring off this. You're not getting rich off of it. There's probably no actual risk to any individuals on it.
Okay, that's fair. Because I do see the benefit in it for like that, quick exclusive. Like, hey, I'm going to dedicate an hour and a half to this every day. If you have any questions, this is going to be where you can find me, because Twitter DMs are an absolute fucking shit show. So could be where that's at a little bit, but I will wait. I will still refrain until after the Discord and sub launch, because again, I can't stress this enough. Chris might actually kill me if I do anything else before that. So that being said, what I am going to do is this. I'm going to ask Chris to stream the Beans Gazette, which is on the top of the Jumbotron here. and stream it while Shotgun brings up his topics. That is not going to be specifically about this right away, but we're going to circle back to this in a second. So, Shotgun, take my mic, my man. What you got?
Yes, sir. So as I was saying, like not a lot like from projects coming out right now, as I recall, like, but we have some quite interesting news up in here. I was checking, as I previously mentioned, Miladies, they had one of their devs just simply run away with 1 million. He basically stole.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. I mean, let me just pull up the details so I can actually speak properly. But freaking Jesus! Not only that, we also had Vitalik come out and say that the ratio here wasn't really to FA, right? Because he was scammed. He had that drainer link up in there. And a lot of people were speculating that the issue there should be that he did not have two-factor authentication set up on his account. But he actually came out and addressed the fact that the issue here wasn't really the 2FA. It was actually on Twitter Blue's subscription model. And this is so weird to me because once again, we go back to like stuff that Elon and team got to fix. But in reality, when you subscribe to Blue, at some point in time, you gotta put your phone number. And in some way that I'm not like big brain enough to explain, but these hackers are able to access our phone numbers and then hack our accounts from there. So I'm pretty interested to see like your takes. Like if I can even subscribe to Blue, how the hell am I supposed to stay safe in this platform? Sansa, have you actually put your phone number? Have you took it out already? Like, have you even messed around that thing?
I'm over here now. I'm on the other side. But
I hear you for some reason.
yeah. Wait, oh, you can't hear me? Wait, why can't you hear me? Oh, you probably can't hear me because I'm only through the stream.
Am I the only one who can't hear Sansa?
Hold on. Wait.
I can hear you.
I can hear him good. Shotgun,
Okay.
you're just a bozo.
Okay, so I'll just drop and come back.
Okay. He probably couldn't hear the special shot account. No, but dude, the My Lady dev just straight up taking a mill and just like, peace, I'm out. That's crazy. I just that's why this space is risky when it comes to doing anything here, because it's one of these things where we're talking about educating people and bringing them on, but again, as long as the risk stands that anyone on Twitter or whatever can click a couple of links, lose everything they have in their wallet, that's not going to onboard anyone, right? That's just going to onboard only the people who are able to practice safe and do anything that they want. So, anyway, Shotgun, I'm bringing you up. I sent you the co-host invite, but we do have the Bean Gazette news up here. What I want to do is go through this, and then what we're going to do is group together what Shotgun said and what we're going to be talking about here. Because again, this is something that we're kind of hitting that garden talk segment a little bit, where we bring up news and everything that's going on within the Zuki ecosystem. Let's go ahead and get started on part one here. Zuki news with the origin of the garden announced. It's a really fucking dope trailer. I highly recommend checking it out. This is just one of the few things of how they always, kind of just like show through animation and video what's going on, while also, again, this is the beauty of everything. They're still maintaining the mystery, they're still bringing the transparency, but they're not giving up their whole vision that people can criticize or try to change it right away or do whatever. They're kind of taking us along for the ride, and that's what I fucking love about this video. So it's beautiful. So please check it out if you haven't already. If you can turn the sound on, that is even better. But just watching it on mute now is even more amazing. So and then on top of that, the next Suzuki news is that Zagabon and Wizwang actually visited the IPX office. Right? To me, again, this is more speculation on my part, but healthy speculation, not speculation like, oh my god, we're going to the moon, and it's just like, no, relax. This is good news. This is a step in the right direction, understanding that the Beans partnership with IPS is not getting ignored. So I cannot stress this enough. Bean holders, I'm looking at you. Strictly bean holders, I'm looking at you. This is good for you. This is good for your partnership announcement that should be coming down the line. Whether it comes down sooner or not doesn't matter. The point is the relationship is being maintained. The connection is still there. They have not forgotten about you, and you should not feel forgotten. So, that being said, let's move on over to some notable sales. I won't say every single one. I'll just say, the top one, 6.45 ETH, Azuki 9303. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty fucking dope. Got the golden fishing rod. Again, and then the rest of which is funny. This is funny. The rest of them all within 6.2 to 5.5 ETH. The rest of them have elements in their trace. So, everyone who's like, oh, I could have gotten an elemental for this with the same price of the less or 1/4 of my price of an Azuki. And it's like, well, it's still being bought, bitch. Told you. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Realistically enough and logically enough, what this should show you is that people still care about whether it's an elemental or an OG Azuki, because at the end of the day, provenance is going to win out. So, and then moving on over to the next notable sales, which is elemental. Of course, a frog got sold for 3.5 ETH. I only wish I had a ton more ETH to be able to buy that fucking thing. That is a fantastic steal. That's a frog with a frog Kigu on, and man, beautiful. And if you notice the other three, they all have some sort of elemental background. So that what that tells us is that people are looking for a specific background. They're looking for something that's got a little bit more going on in the background. So again, beautifully done. All within sales of 3.5 to 2.4 ETH. And then moving on over to beans. Whoo, boy, we got gold beans. We got 2 gold beans and a cloud beans getting sold. It's called something else. I just don't remember the name off the top of my head because I can't pronounce it. Yeah, there you go. And then there's one with the golden lollipop. Not gonna lie, didn't even know the golden lollipop was a trait till right this very moment. That's a dope trait. So again, all within sales of 0.88 to 0.52, with beans floor being around 0.2 to 0.3. So worth noting, worthy of remembering that again, the IPS partnership is there. The relationship is still being maintained. It is worth checking out. Again, and then kind of moving on over real quick to community events. I promise we're wrapping this up. We're getting there. Beans ID updated their game with the Azuki Origin Mural. Really fucking dope. They've been making this game for a while. Click through on that profile and check out all that work. I won't waste too much time on here because I it speaks for itself. I can't any explaining I have to do will not do it justice. So check that out if you haven't already. This is another one of garden caretaker type of route where it can really be beneficial to kind of bring that up with the community and have them understand what's actually happening. And then moving on over real quick with a shout out to our boy Ice performing in a metaverse concert / music experience alongside 1, 2, 3, 4 others. So shout out to you, Ice. Well, actually, Ice, if you're here, I want to ask you real quick, how do you feel? How did you feel about being able, like, what was your thought process of wanting to perform at this?
Yeah, man, it's a freaking honor and a half, to be honest. It's all like even like last year, it's always been a dream to get into like garden caretakers and to be able to actually do an event with the Azuki team. Like that's it's honestly a dream come true, man. I couldn't be more thankful. Shout out to Earthy for making it happen. She reached out to me to get the marketing started, and at first like we hopped on a call together. I was like, okay, it's gonna be a concert. Like, how are we gonna run this? And like one thing led to another. But yeah, like it just goes to show like a simple DM just snowballed and turned into so much more. So internally grateful for Azuki and very, very grateful for Earthy.
No, man, that's super dope. I love it. I can't wait to check it out. I mean, sounds like going to be a pretty dope thing. So, especially with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artists, and I know that Mizuki has a pretty, relatively big group. Everyone's serious about their music. So, shout out to you guys. I love it. But Waj will be expecting some signed underwear shortly from you guys. So make sure you get that over him. Thank you very much. Moving on over really quickly to the Golden Skateboard. This is an exclusive pop-up experience, which is essentially just kind of showing off a little bit of NFT co-ownership of K11M Musa. I definitely butchered that, but I would just recommend checking that out. I'm trying to speed this along. So again, check it out if you haven't already. This is all in there. And then another thing is that Steve G, which has been doing fucking kick-ass anime clips. It's kind of a little bit of a short anime with Neon Garden. Again, recommend checking it out. The tweet itself is deleted, but I would just give them a follow, check out Neon Garden, and click through. You won't regret it. And then the rest is just new members coming in, which you could just scroll through and check them out, show them some love. And then Twitter Spaces. We're on Twitter Spaces right now. I'm going to talk about other Twitter Spaces while we're talking on the later on. But Shotgun is in there with the Beans Pod. So again, please check it out if you haven't already. There's edits, there's creative art, there's everything. If you enjoyed this, follow the Bean because that they fucking crush it. They are also garden caretakers. I fucking love them. They do not get enough attention. They do not get enough love. They've been doing this for so long, probably a little bit longer than we have, or just about the same time as we have. So shout out to Black Star from the Beans Gazette, my man. I appreciate you. Finally, we are wrapping up on that end. If you haven't already, please check it out. If you have any questions, don't be shy. Raise your hand. Let us know. Shotgun, you got your hand up. What I want to do is this: go over to you, and then we're gonna go over to Watch, and then we're gonna start getting some discussion flowing. How you feeling?
Oh, dude, absolutely. I just wanted to highlight because Lack actually just pinned up the answer to what I brought, like, which just circling back to the Vitalik thing about how he got hacked and how can we prevent. It was actually that the fact that when you have your Jesus Christ, just put a sausage in the stream. If you're not on stream, please join. Like that's our alert. That's our calling. But real quick, just going back to the Vitalik thing and how he got hacked. How can we prevent this? Is actually you go to settings, you click on your account information, and then phone. If it's there, all these hackers, they can actually request a password change through your phone and automatically get your account violated. If you actually want to deep dive and check all the details, Lex post is pinned up above. It explains like really, really straight to the point on how this thing happened and how can you prevent it yourself. But see your hand up. What's good?
Hey, so on that note, and I don't know if this is related to the Vitalik, but one of the things I forgot to mention in the report is if you have an iPhone, you need to update your iOS like immediately. So they came out with an emergency update and this shit is scary. So hackers found a vulnerability where they're able to like take control of your phone, not by you clicking on anything. They just had to send you a text message and they were in your phone and could take control of everything. So they did do an emergency update. So if you do have an iPhone or a iPad, make sure you update that right away because that is not a good thing.
Of course. When will the tech companies ever learn? When will the tech companies ever learn? We're getting fucking antitrust cases. Now we're getting hacked because they don't update their shit fast enough or get ahead of it. And we even got the fucking founder of Ethereum getting hacked. This is crazy. But yeah. Anyhow, again, I just want to reiterate to anyone, if you're not coming up here on stage, please feel free to come up. We got pretty open spot today. Dem got locked out of his count. Rose is off, so we can't force her to just forget about her day off. So or more so her week off. So Chris, you got your hand up, but you're right here on stream with me and not on Spaces. So I'm gonna throw it over to you, my man. What's up?
We had this awesome team meeting the other night. It was just the three of us, the same guys that you could see on the live stream right now. But there was one difference. Sansa's background was blue and cool. And right now it's just a boring ass white wall. I quit.
Let me fix that. Hold on. Just give me like 30 seconds. Shotgun, take our mic.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, dude, I got you. And I was actually just going over the Zuki's like origin story video. I think it's really interesting how they made the kind of yin yang beans and whatnot. But dude, I actually wanted to bring it back as we were talking Azuki, as we were talking like NFTs as a whole. We have this whole like situation where people utilize those communities as like creators, incubators, and whatnot. I was wondering, like, from our perspective, what is it that we really want from a project or a community to kind of make it worth, right? People wanting to represent that brand. Like that's something that I keep asking myself, and I think it's kind of an interesting debate if you want to bring it up later on. But I see you got your blue background. You got like all the Gucci stuff. My man like closed the windows. He got the blue lights. He looking good.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Can't
what's
have that
popping?
pesky sunlight, blowing up my boring wall. So now here we are. Apparently it reminds people of some of their sex rooms. So we're doing great. We're doing great.
Jesus.
You might be like, hey, where are those comments? Respectfully, those comments are where they should be, hidden privately in the background of the special shot team chat. And we filter through them as we go. So, but
Definitely
shotgun,
not
I'm
the
not gonna
only
lie.
star.
I missed what you said. Can you repeat, did you have a question, or were you just kind of stating an observation?
I just said definitely not the only fan star. Watch.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And here we are. Here we are. But here I also want to kind of present the question a little bit to people, kind of with everything that's been going on a little bit. We we I just went through a bunch of news from the Bean Gazette. I just went through a bunch of stuff from you know, with some of the more macro news. Waj went through a lot himself. Shotgun has some topics he went through as well. And I mean, Shotgun actually has some NFT stuff like to actually go through, right? The My Ladies vote. The Yesterday we talked about a $20 million raise uh from Mochaverse to Mochaverse. If you don't get that joke, I can't explain it to you. But now, Animoca, did I say that right? They are the company behind Mochaverse, and they raised 20 million for Mochaverse. So it's kind of funny because they kind of gave it to themselves, which sounds a little weird to say. But the floor is at 0.89, or it was yesterday, last I checked. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't that the whole time. So anyway, point being is it seems to be there's some life getting pumped back into it. We got Mataria minting today, I believe, and then we got Sugartown minting tomorrow. Sorry, Mataria's phase one is minting today. Got Sugartown minting tomorrow, and I think that's real. It's going to be really interesting to see how they do because, again, these are projects that are like no one's doing anything right now, but Sugartown is backed by Zigna, and I mean that's
Zinga.
pretty Zynga. Thank you. The Y throws me off. I'm not sure. I even downloaded Farm Build 3 so I could do some research, on the back end for any possible indication of how it might go. And it looks like it's gonna be pretty fun. But point being is that I know Sugartown was mint out. What I meant by let me back up. Let me back up. What I meant by how they're gonna do, I really meant how are they gonna do on secondary? How are people gonna react to it? Are people gonna get excited? What's the sentiment? But besides that, so there's two questions. First question really is with the Bean Gazette, right? It reminds me a lot of times about how people don't know what projects have going on, right? But not everyone would know to look for Bean Gazette, right? They're looking at Azuki, right? But again, I think it's important for community to kind of take on the news in the sense of like, what does it look like from the community's perspective? What is the community seeing? And so, why do you guys think that people have that mindset? Why isn't it coming from the team versus the community members? I would think it's more impressive coming from community members because now you have a community that's willing to step up and be like, yeah, I'm really excited about all this. Let me write about it. Let everyone know, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that the team is slacking. It's just that really means honestly, team's not getting announced every little thing. Hey, at everyone in Discord, Zagabon visiting IPX facility. It's like, okay, you're gonna at all thousands and thousands and thousands of people for that? No, everyone's gonna get pissed about that ping, right? So why do you guys think that there's the stigma attached to that the team should be doing it? Is the first question. Second question really is more about how do we think that projects that are coming out now that kind of have been putting in time and money, right? And if you don't know what Materia is, they put in millions of dollars into Web3 in the bear market, right? So um I'm curious to know what anyone thinks. So why don't I start with Shotgun since no one has their fucking hand up? I'm gonna go over and throw my co-host in there. Or Chris. Chris has his hand up, both hands up actually.
I put
So
both
Chris,
hands like a full shotgun because that's what he does in his videos. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that. Hey, listen, I think people that work on teams, they already have a job. They already get paid to do their job. I think that when they shift their focus onto all of the community stuff, that no matter what, at best, it's going to be reactionary. So you're going to have people that are like, hey, this just happened from this person, do that. Go look, go whatever. But the reality is like they already had an agenda they were supposed to do to move their business forward because they work on a team that's actually a business. And I think that putting all of it on them and saying that the team needs to tell everybody everything, I think it's crazy. I think that'd be like saying Supreme needs to run around and all of their team members needs to make sure that they pump every time somebody puts Supreme in their YouTube video or their Snapchat or their TikTok. Like that's not Supreme's job. That's the community's job because the community's kind of pumping their own bags. They're like, hey, I got this thing. I care about it. It's why it's in their video in the first place. So I don't know. I don't know why we haven't adopted that in Web3, where it's like, why would we not as a community pump each other up to be the biggest community and not be like, oh, that's Zagabond's job. He needs to tell everybody that we're doing cool stuff with his the IP that he brought to market. It's for us. We're supposed to do it. We're supposed to spotlight each other on shows like Espresso Shot. We should have people that are doing dope shit in Azuki on these Tuesday shows and really dive in and show the video and like capture all that stuff. Why? Because we do a live stream every week specifically centered around talking about Azuki. Like, why would we not have that? So I think that's kind of this is like the Optimus Prime calling all Autobots. We need you to shill your shit on the Tuesday show. Let's do that.
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And I think it comes down to a way to kind of bring on people that in the beginning you would get excited about, right? Let's be honest, right? Like you're not going to bring on every single person and they may not know how to, like, for example, I have reached out personally to some of those people myself. Here's the issue. Some of them just don't want to talk about it right now. Some of them are like, you know, like, oh shit, like I appreciate it. But I'm not really ready to go on and get into my ideas yet. And I can respect that. I'm not gonna say who because I don't want anyone to put pressure on him, unintentionally or anything like that. But I just think it's one of these things that we need to work on. And I think at the same time, don't be afraid to have multiple people on because if that one person really doesn't want to talk about it, guess what? The answer is going to be super short. And you kind of take that and run with it and move on over to the next person. But Shotgun, you had your hand up before, so I want to let you go, and then we're going to throw it over to Seabass.
No, I mean, I just wanted to kind of back the question that you made. Like, I feel like it kind of balances out with the fact that, in my opinion, it's like a team effort, right? It's not either like just the community or just the team. Because let's be honest, like we wrapped the Azuki IP, you and me, we decided to like, I know there's all these fun around like rebranding and let's a fucking PFP. But like the fact that we decided to represent that IP in some sort, in some shape, it's back to the fact that the team is always supporting us. I mean, it's not specifically just because of that, but I believe that if Rose, if all these people weren't as supportive as they are, maybe people wouldn't feel as comfortable representing those brands for that, like, as long as we do, right? You probably have been going for what, like, almost a year by now. I'm around like the 200 days or whatever, and we don't plan on changing at all. So I feel like it's kind of, yes, the community must have that initiative. I mean, we wouldn't be where we're at if it wasn't for people like Vaughn, like Zanja, like Ilan, like all these OGs that be like doing this thing for so longer than us, right? But they also wouldn't have been here for this long if it wasn't for, supportive and caring team members. So that's my monologue for the day. Let me check in with the man, the myth, the legend, C Bass, my favorite Web3 fish. What's going on, dude? GM.
Yo, what's good, man? I think I might have to rebrand to a fish now. But I just want to say that as of about 5 minutes ago, Zynga rejected my application for marketing director, so I hope they fail. No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness,
The audacity.
fucking audacity. But in all seriousness, no. I mean, I still think that's a kind of a problem right now between like Web2 communities, Web3 communities. I think a lot of the reason too why people get burnt out is the communities expect them to always, be a glass house and be transparent. And as a result of that, sorry, I'm at the gym. A lot of these founders start to get pushed back, and they feel like they're on their heels rather than their toes. They can't work up a campaign. They can't work up to get people excited for what's coming next. Because everybody wants everything now, and people are working on something, they want it now. They want to know what the progress is on it. They want exact dates when things are going to start to come out. And that's just from my personal experience, like that's just not how things work. There's delays, things get pushed back, things are not ready at the time that they were going to be ready, and maybe that's just poor planning, from company side. But when community members are like down talking founders or community managers, stuff like that, and like pushing on them and making their life miserable, that doesn't help anybody at the end of the day, And I mean, like, Bezos is not going to be in Discord talking to community members are flaming him like, fuck you, what is Amazon doing and this and that, He's going to have other people do that for him. And so, like, yeah, those are just my takes on it, I still think that teams should deliver, a like plan that's maybe a bit vague, allows for changes to be made, and set those proper expectations. Because at the end of the day, it does just come down to those expectations. So that's just what I'll say.
See, Bass, I'm going to tell you right now. And this was all just from the beginning of what you said, right? Like people want it now. And if I had to put Web3 in one commercial type of song, is this.
Cash now.
I remember this song being a lot better.
I still don't know what happened. I don't know what played. Like,
does no one remember the JG Wentworth?
You sure do. Jesus.
A77 Cash Now. Wow, I'm old.
It's not that we didn't remember it; it's that we couldn't hear it.
Wait, what do you mean?
I was watching his face. He was like singing it on stream with the.
Wait, hold on. No one could hear it. No one could hear it.
Conducting it with his little finger.
Yeah, we heard it.
And
we heard
it. The biggest boomer.
Oh, the sound quality just wasn't
L plus ratio plus your road plus.
Okay. All right. We're moving on. Fuck you guys. We're moving on. It was a good joke. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you guys. Anyway, let's take this over to Waj, who's had his hand up for a minute. Fuck you, Waj. You're a boomer. Go ahead, man. What you got?
So this is another reason why you should be watching the stream, is to watch this joke fail live. The video was hilarious. Sansa's singing, his fingers going everywhere. No one can hear shit, but he's into this joke. He committed himself. No one's laughing. No emojis. I mean, to see that live, that was fantastic. Just fantastic. So I'm gonna push back on Seabass a little bit. See, I think as holders, like if you buy anything, even if you buy a floor, you should just FUD the shit out of the founder, because why did they become a founder? It's so that little assholes on the internet can talk shit to them all day long and tell them how much they suck. So if you hold anything, all you should do in Discord is talk shit to the founder, because we all know nobody gets better unless they're just berated and just told they're a piece of shit nonstop. Like that's how you get better in life. So if you're just sitting back and you're a holder and you're happy, you're just not doing it. You have to push back. You have to tell them they fucking suck and that the floor price should 100x in one day, or they're just not doing their job. So I implore everyone in this bear market, DM your founders, hit them up on Discord, befriend them a little bit, like sweet talk them some, and then just trash their ass. And then you're going to get what you want from the project.
Yep, totally. That will work Foolproof. I'm still upset about that joke failing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
To your credit, we were all laughing. I did Optimus Prime and watched the said that it was weak as fuck, and I was like, well, okay, well, my spirit was crushed. Now, and there's nowhere to run too. If you throw out a joke and it doesn't land on a live stream, you can't leave. You just have to sit there and look. That's it.
All right. Well, now there's a new segment that I need to create in my head, personally, which is that what topic to go to when joke completely fails utterly, and you just need a distraction. So that's a new thing I didn't know how to be prepared for. All right, so we gotta do another Frozen Tavern interview so I can make sure I can say what the one mistake I've ever made is the space. So today, is we're starting this spaces today. But anyway. Let's throw it over to Shotgun, and then we're gonna throw it over to Seabass. Welcome, Mongo. I know you're in the shower, or more so running to get in the shower. He is looking for a water sponsor. So
No,
anyone,
actually, let me cook. Actually was about to go to Mongo because I knew he was in the shower. So Mongo, we were talking about like why people, choose to rep these PFPs for so long. Like, what's the benefit like for the brand, for the creator? You have been rocking this Spangu forever and ever. So I was really about to
it's not even a real one, too. It's not even real. It's not a real one. Someone was like, "Oh, bro, that lightning trade's sick. Where is it on the OpenSea?" He's like, "Oh, it's an edit," and we were all just like,
I'm fucking so angry at you right now. This is very real. My penguin is real. The lightning might not be real, but the penguin is real. And I don't know. I like him because of his hat and his face, and he's chubby. And I also like that they make toys. I like toys. Toys are pretty cool. And I'm in the shower.
yeah, I got that. Thanks, I got that. If everyone's like really confused what's going on, it's because I don't like when people are on spaces in the shower. Because if you were on stream, you would not be in the shower while on stream. Because we were being OnlyFans behind the paywall to make sure we're getting every dime possible. So, Mongo, just DM me. We'll get that set up. Maybe we'll do it.
That sounds good for business.
Yes, that sounds good for business. All right. All right. I hear I have a great ass too, so might be able to make something work where we do a little bit of a ass collab kind of deal. But anyway, look. Enough about our asses, you perverts. I'm tired of reading your minds here. Want to throw it back over to Seabass? He's been waiting for a minute. Seabass, what you got, my man? Besides the failed joke,
I just want to emphasize that half of my name is ass. So if you guys want to have an ass collab, I'm all for it. And going back to Wajda, follow-up question to your take. Are founders allowed to have a break? Are founders allowed to have, what's that called? Positive affirmations?
No. I mean, we all know if a founder takes a break, they rugged and they're going to Bali or the Dominican or Costa Rica with all your money and the floor price goes to zero. So that's part of being a founder. You want the money, you work 24/7, and you shut the fuck up and take it. Like the good little bitch you are. That's just what being a founder is.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling
what if the founder goes to the Bahamas before the mint?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only excuse there is if he dies, like that one founder, like his plane crash, and he comes back to life to revive the project, then it's forgiven. But otherwise, you can't travel if you're a founder. And if you do travel, it's Southwest back on the plane. Because goddamn, you better not post fucking first class picture because we all know where that money came from. Not like you came into the space with any money or frequent flyer miles. So just be careful.
Yeah, I still think about that mint. Almost every other day is someone woke up and thought, you know what? We should say that the founder died. That'll do it. And then things were going better. And then they were like, you know what? We should say the founder was revived miraculously because that happens totally. And they thought that was a good idea. That shows how early Web3 we're in right now. That was only like a year ago. That needs to be like 10 years ago, you know, for us to be like, okay, we don't talk about that, right? We're moving on to bigger and better things in life than people saying, oh, I'm the second coming of Jesus in this space. So, you know, worship me and mint my NFTs. But anyway, besides that, Shaka, you got your hand up. What you got?
Nah, dude, I was actually about to. How am I even gonna say that? Like, you know, it's tough to go after Mongo. You know, after he just put us on the spot in the shower. So, I actually just wanted to ask you, Sansa, like, because okay, like right now we are kind of way too deep in the Zuki hole, and like we actually like connected with different parts of the community. But like, once you were like still a fake Zuki, a Walmart Zuki, like what was it that you were looking out for? That was like, okay, this is the one community that I want to be a part of, and I'm gonna rock this brand like for a fucking long ass time. You know, like what was the selling point for you? That's the bread and butter that I'm trying to get here.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I think it's also important to remember that I was at a point where I was pivoting from Discord to Twitter because in Discord the community was fine, but at that point, at that time, there wasn't any Discords that didn't have, you know, a community, right? They were still there, they were still active, there was still whitelist and alpha being given out as some part utility. Um, but I knew that the art was there, but the community was all right. But I also noticed that when I was trying to pivot to Twitter a little bit more, the support wasn't really there as much, right? And so, um, and when I say the support, I don't mean like, you know, engagement. I just really kind of mean like, you know, just people that I've talked to that were showing up. They were still, you know, they were Zuki, they were Beans, they were, you know, they or I knew that they held it, right?
Yo, so real quick, just since it's like the current meta, as you were like going through that process, was like rocking the human PFP like ever like in your thoughts or not really?
Like my face?
Yeah, because like everybody's
No,
rebranding now, you know, they're kind of mingling Web
no,
2. But I feel like at the moment that you did it, everybody was rocking NFTs.
bro. It was just I just I'm so tired of like this human PFP meta. Like Chris is the only person that held it for as long as he did. I don't even think Chris has ever had an NFT PFP except for maybe like one day.
Yeah, in the old, hey, touch my pee-pee. Remember that? Touch my face. Touch my. Everybody would say pee-pee instead of PFP. Touch my pee-pee because you change it. Yeah. So since the touch my pee-pee days, I've been keeping it consistent.
That was
Oh,
almost a failed joke. That was almost a failed joke, Chris. That
oh, yeah.
almost didn't look good.
Yep. Look, I'm sweating on the stream here. But it's not even my face that I'm talking from. So this is this is weird. It doesn't actually make a whole lot of sense because I got a house account on. I'm like a cute little bean in a coffee cup.
Yeah.
Well,
You sure are. You sure
I'm
are.
still on
With
stream
headphones.
though. I still look like me. Unlike all you fucking bozos that look like turtles and squirrels and shit. I'm a real boy. All right.
I said turtles and squirrels.
But yeah, no. So I just think that jeez. I mean, Shotgun, do you remember when we were talking about switching communities? We had to have a talk about what it looks like for us to get involved, right? And that was a really big conversation topic at the point, right? Which is that what community, and I think this was a bigger factor than we realized because it's not a big factor now. Because guess what? We actually followed through on it, which was what community are you excited to actually get deep into and talk with, right? Because if you buy into a community just for the sake of buying into it without doing anything, you're not really that excited to get deep into it. So how can you expect for there to be some sort of networking effect if you yourself, the person, are not willing to dive in deep? So Shaka, you remember that? Remember that conversation? We were picking between a few, and we were like, "Well, let's do this."
Nah, yeah, for sure. And I feel like more people should have this approach because let's be honest, there is not that much people in NFTs right now to a point where if you're a content creator and then you're coming up and maybe, you know, you just want to expand your network within the platform, it might not even be as beneficial as it once was to just rock a PFP to get engagement, as you mentioned. You know, like it's not about the engagement necessarily. It's about the connections and the people that are actually going to be there, you know, to support you, not necessarily only within like X, Twitter, and all these other things. But I actually want to hear from Seabass, and I see a lot of new people coming up the stage. I appreciate you guys. I gotta do that quick little reset. Bottom right corner, retweet the room, like, comments, all that good stuff. And before we move on to the conversation, I just have to highlight my mans. If you guys go to the Jumbotron right now, you're gonna see the history of Beans 5177, aka your boy Shotty. Written by your very own Lukash fan. This man is doing like amazing jobs.
Shotgun is loving this. Shotgun's loving it. It's like people are writing things
freaking
about me. I'm being seen. Man, you come a long way. Sorry, Shotgun. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's get your flowers out of there.
Dude, I just have to say, Lucas has been doing like history for multiple beans within the community. I'm nowhere like near first. Like he's been doing this for a minute. And I just want to highlight because he actually takes it seriously. Like you scroll all the way down in there, you're going to see it's not like a quick little story and it's going to have a sequel. So shout out to Lucas Fan for putting in his time to develop these lores. Because at the end of the day, if you want to bring IP to life, if you want to develop, I feel like lores and like having a story and the why behind, why you rock the PFP the way you rock it it's really important. It actually meaningful in my particular view. But without further ado, let me get to Seabass. He has his hand up. I mean, fish don't really have hand, but they have the little, I forgot the naming in English even, like just a thing up. Anyways, Seabass, what's going on, dude? GM.
Yo,
And I said GM again like a bozo, but it's okay, Seabass, it's good.
It's like hold on, Seabass. Wait, Seabass. Let me just say this one thing, and then I'll go back to you. It's like when you go to a restaurant, you're sitting at a table, and the waiter's like, "Enjoy your food," and you're like, "Yeah, you too." What? or even worse, when they check you in for your flight, and they're like, "Enjoy your flight," and you're like, "Yeah, you too." I'm like, they're not flying with you, bub. But anyway, Seabass, I'm throwing it to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer this, and then I actually had a question for you guys. So in communities that you actually want to network with, that's the only reason why I joined Valhalla. It wasn't really because of the floor price. Honestly, a lot of my NFTs or PFPs that I bought have actually been after that shit dumps like crazy. And it was mainly just because they were a gaming focused project, and that's the reason why I joined in there. From there, I made a lot more connections. I see Jaina has one as well on her banner, and I've made a lot more connections for people that are in gaming and people that want to talk about gaming. I feel like it's been a lot more respected, so I do feel like your PFP does matter. Before in 2021, it was mainly just based off of your floor price, and whichever PFP had the highest floor price, that's who got the mic and that's who got to talk. And I'm glad that it's kind of shifted that way and people are more respected. I do have a question for you guys, but I'm going to wait to the other hands because I kind of want to spice things up a little bit.
Oh, he wants to spice things up a little bit. What could it be? All right, cool. Let's go over to Jana real quick because she raised her hand up. So we're gonna go over to Jana and then we're gonna throw it back over to Seabass. Because basically what he's saying is that Jana isn't gonna be spicy enough. Jana, like me personally, I wouldn't take that. I'm just saying, that's just my train of thought. But hey, you do you. Anyway, Jana, what is good, girl? How we doing?
She's Brazilian, bro. It's Jana.
Oh my god. Fuck it. Whatever. She gets it. She knows it's her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have to say, Shotgun, like your energy for real is so fucking crazy. I really love that. Has to be a Brazilian to have that. I can feel, man, for real. And I even forgot what I was getting ready to say. But first, about Valhalla, like when I joined was because I really consider the project like high level, consider a good network. But then I have to say now that after being in the community for a while, I think there is a lot of things that could be done. And I'm gonna say this because I didn't join because of the gaming part that they have. So this is very important. Like I really joined because I could see is a very solid project with amazing team behind. But I think like several things could be done so far, and I can see nothing. And this is one of the reasons that I have not been using for my GM. And I have tried to use a Bored Ape Yacht Club as a PFP for a while. some months back. Didn't work very well. People like said to me they prefer my own face. So just to
They just
say,
thought you was gonna scam them.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but they prefer my face here. So I just have to say that I'm new to my own fucking face since the beginning. So just highlighting that, and yeah, I think that was it that I was trying to say. But yeah, loving.
Sorry, I always keep going to a mute on the phone, but then I realize that I have to mute on the stream.
Dude, you were off mute. I'm like, am I not listening, Sansa?
You know, it was great before I got here and you guys were streaming, but it wasn't tied in with the space. When Shotgun was speaking, it was just quiet, and we got to I got to experience something new. This is called Heavy Breathing by Sansa. It was great. I'm driving and there's no sound besides this. The guy's like, and I didn't even think anybody else knew, so I figured I couldn't let that slide. I got to bring it up. So here we are.
Yeah. Behind the scenes of the Espresso shot, 10 minutes before the show starts, and it's just me going. All right, look, we got Dup and Gigi up here. I've been told and I've been instructed by the production team, Dup, that you need to bring your ass up here on stream. We got like 15 minutes left. If you want to pop on, you're welcome.
No damn stream. I don't get paid enough to be put my face on that camera.
Mm.
Nor do the spectators have to go through that. So no, I'm not.
Okay. Well, Dup, sounds like you're not giving enough.
Why is
You're
Solana
dropping
not
enough self-love.
So waiting
Yeah.
for no
You're-
reason.
What
you're
are we
being
doing
full.
here? What are we talking about? What are we building?
Not Solana.
What? I don't care about Solana. Is that Chris?
Okay, hold on. First of all, well,
That's
Gigi,
your
the
first
invitation has also been extended to you as well. But Seabass was about to introduce a spicy take. So let's do this because I know Gigi
Yeah,
can
there's no
handle
spicy
hot
takes. There's
takes.
no spicy takes. These,
Okay.
they're-
Oh,
they're not
Seabass, you're getting challenged right now. You're getting, bro. He's basically saying that you don't have any good takes at all. And if you do, they're not even hot takes. And
This is
Gigi
like
eats hot
paprika
takes
at a
every
white
week.
barbecue.
Oh my god, the fucking analogy is insane. All right. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Seabass, and then we're gonna go ahead and go over to Gigi. Dub always sounds angry because he is. He is angry, bro. Look at that fucking face.
barbecue.
Look at that face on the PFP. How did that look like a happy face of you at all? No, it doesn't. But anyway, Seabass, go ahead, give your spicy take. We're gonna throw it over to Gigi right after you. What you got?
Dub is just mad that Solana's been going down for like a year and a half now. It's okay, Dub. I started off in Solana too. And also too, spicy take. We're not building anything, dude. We're breaking stuff, dude. What roles don't have to be in Web3? I see alpha hunters in like every single Discord. Like, is it even alpha? They pay the same guy, and then he goes to like 15 different Discords, post the alpha, and like, what do we even gain from that? He's just dumping on everybody.
Wait, was that your spicy take?
The question is, what roles do we not need in Web3?
Space exists.
I'm gonna remember that one. Watch. I'm gonna remember that one. I'm gonna Google how to find another lawyer without letting the current lawyer.
I was literally barbecuing paprika at a white barbecue right now. I was like, did this motherfucker just come up with that off the cuff? And all I see is barbecue sauces, like white ones with paprika in them. And I'm just absolutely, I'm taken aback by by how dead that made me.
Just be careful. I hope you got milk.
All right, but yeah, no. First of all, I agree with Seabass though. And that kind of makes it not so much the spicy take, which kind of just makes this debating point from me to anyone else moot. But I think Web3 is also unintentionally a lot about making something happen that's being forced, like just fucking trying to push the square through a circle hole for no reason. Like it's not going to happen, but people try to make it happen. So let's throw it over to Gigi. I want to see what she thinks about this. and then Gigi, you can go ahead after that and just say whatever it is you want to say when you had your hand up originally. What you got, Queen?
Wait, what am I supposed to get the take on?
What roles are not needed in Web3?
What roles are not needed in Web3? That's
Mm-hmm.
actually a tough one, I think I'm not here to bash anyone's job. I think, the more roles, the better. I want to see people get paid.
That's a very diplomatic answer. Does anyone want to try not to give a diplomatic answer? Let's start with Dup. Let's start with. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind, Dup. Totally front ran you. And then Jana, and then Watch, and then oh my god, the fucking and Curl. I'm saving Curl for last. You know I'm saving Curl for last because none of you all have even close to the spicy take that man's got, and I'm telling you right now. He eats spicy takes for fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But Gigi, I want to give you a chance real quick because you did have your hand up before we started all this. And since you just went on mute, 5 hands just went up. So I got to go to them. So real quick, Gigi, what did you want to talk about before?
Honestly, I just wanted to say that I miss you guys when I'm in Colombia, but still show up and that's it.
The background music just tells it all.
Yeah, that background music.
When you hear that reggaeton, you already know shotgun.
I can already hear the hips moving with the music as she's speaking to the mic. It's just like, yeah, I miss you guys so much, and that's just what this happens. And y'all just like, over here on the stream. Chris is probably going to clip that. It was a terrible demonstration of me trying to move my hips while I'm in the chair.
Yeah, we got some good stuff today.
Yeah, we got some good stuff today. We sure fucking did. We had a failed joke live on stream. We better be able to get some engagement on that. But anyway, let's go ahead and take it over to Toli. My man Toli, what's your spicy take on what roles are not needed in Web3?
What's up, everybody? Roles in Web3 that aren't really needed anymore. Honestly, I think moderators, because if you have a solid community, number one, there's a bunch of bots out there. Like Discord's got the auto mod, you got Wix that can take care of spam and like links and that kind of thing. So like if you set it up properly, you don't really need moderators. And also your community can self-moderate, right? Like they will answer questions like if you educate them properly. That's my spicy take. I mean maybe you need one, but you don't really need a lot.
No, I think Sansa, you need to hit up Michelle, the moderator. Tell her she's fired. She doesn't have a job anymore.
No, not Michelle.
You just cleared up the budget a little bit, Tully. Good job.
She's like, thank you, Espresso Shop, for feeding my village. I appreciate you so much. I'll be able to feed my village for 5 years because of this. And now, because of Toli's opinions, her village will never get fed. That was a terrible whistle on my end, but that's okay. Jana, sorry, shotgun got me all fucking fucked up on me name.
Not Jana.
Jana. What's yours? You know what, Gigi? Just let me live, okay? It's a miracle that I can even talk the way I'm talking right now. I was born deaf. Let me be. But go ahead, Jana. What's your spicy take? What role, sir? This is a Wendy's. No, I'm just kidding. What's your spicy take?
Okay, so first, I will have to say that yeah, I agree with Toli, but pretty sure that for some new projects, especially those that started in the middle of this horrible last year, they kind of need one moderator, and I agree, like just one is okay, like at least for the different time zones, one for sure. But yeah, don't take the moderators away because it's the fucking way for a lot of people to start. So I started as moderator totally for free and it started to come like getting into the next levels. So have to highlight that. And the one role that passed in my mind that I have to say that was completely something that I could learn into the Solana ecosystem that when I was trying to talk with some collab managers to share whitelist from the project I was working with, I realized some guys saying that they were alpha hunters, and the others they were what is the fucking name now? One is an alpha hunter, and the other was alpha colors. One is a hunter, and the other is a fucking color. Doesn't make any sense. But okay, I was, oh, that's nice. What is the difference? And then the guy explained to me, like, the color, he's more like just chilling out and waiting the opportunity to come to him, and the hunter is fucking hunting, you know. And then I was like, oh my god, this doesn't make any sense, because now I can have a group of people just lying down waiting for me to do all the job and go to them to just give whitelist, and they have to pretend that they don't accept for money, but they accept for money. So that was like my take, you know. Sorry, because Solana ecosystem is really a pain in the ass, and it was really a crazy experience that I had there. A good community, but I talk with so many people when I have to work in Solana, and I remember like understanding how really the things work, and this alpha hunter and the other stuff was so funny, so funny, because I mean, oh my god. But yeah, this is my shot. So sorry for the getting crazy.
No. We needed to get crazy. Hopefully that lights the fire under Dup's ass. You know, he's
I
getting
feel
on
like Dup got the shots.
Yeah.
I think of a alpha hunter, and the only thing that ever comes to mind, that's an alpha hunter.
God damn it, Chris. God damn it.
Chris just put like
That was a private meeting behind the scenes after a very long day, good sir. How dare you? No, but I'm an alpha holder. I think there needs to be another position now to even out the alpha hunter and the alpha caller. You need an alpha holder right in the middle so that they can just communicate through that. That's totally needed. That's totally needed. I think it is funny though, because people try to just come up with different titles, like director of vibes. Someone in the let's go through a couple comments, right? Someone said director of vibes not needed. Seabass is like debate.
And community manager was kind of the same.
Yeah, I mean that is essentially what a director of vibes is, community
Can-
manager,
can I
or more so a watered down version of HR. Let's be honest, right?
answer that, like the difference?
Go ahead.
Please, Gigi.
So I actually had someone who was like, "Hey, I want you to be my director of vibes," and I think like everyone will have like their own definition of the role, but for them it was like, you know, they kind of wanted someone on Twitter that had somewhat of a presence and to help them like hold spaces and to kind of like use them as an ambassador. So that's what I've seen for director of vibes. It's like an ambassadorship.
Okay. Well, let's check in what Waj thinks about that, because he's been having his hand up for a minute. Waj, what's your thoughts on that?
On the director of vibes, the question overall, and then Gigi, are you on a submarine or?
Mind your own, Wash. Mind your own.
Okay.
She said
I would
none your
say
business.
actually, the position that I think should go away, and I'm actually being serious this time, is influencers. And I mean like more of like, you know, the people that they basically, oh, like buy this project because they paid me or they gave me 100 whitelists or whatever. And like at the same time, it's everyone's fault for following those people. But that whole thing should go away, not just in Web3, but in life in general. Like stop following the lead of people because they are more popular than you. It's fucking stupid. Like do your own research. So I think that position should go away. I think a lot of like the collaboration stuff, and maybe that means collab managers, should go away. Like it shouldn't really necessarily be like this like tight knit group of like, oh, you know this person, so you get a waitlist to this. Oh, you don't know this person, so you don't. And that kind of leaks into the whole influencer thing where everyone like feeds each other. Like if a project launches a project, I mean, you don't need to do it now. Whitelist shouldn't even exist right now. They should just go a free for all and try to anti-bot it. and actually try to create like actual like demand. But it should be like things that have to do with the project, like have a contest that has to do with the project, do some like raffles, do art contests, whatever, but like not these things where you just give it to the same people over and over and they keep feeding each other. The whole cabal meta. We should get away from that as much as possible. So, but I think that all ties into influencers.
You, Sansa.
Yeah, sorry. I keep going to the phone and then I keep remembering I have to go to the stream. I just need to
No,
stream.
but honestly, I'll just highlight something real quick. You
Go
know
for it.
something's about to get real when Kuro leaves the space and he comes back at cheating death.
Yeah, dude, I'm already excited for this because he's the perfect last hand up to go on this, and then for us to like just wrap up this super heated debate and just Kuro, cheating death, whatever you want to be addressed as. What is your? I'm so scared to finish this question. What is your spicy take, my man?
My spicy take is people are coming here worried about communities when you could go outside and find friends. You don't need an entire company to make friendships for you. The company's like business is in experiences. So when holders are there complaining about, why do they want me to go to Taiwan? Why do they want me to go to Vegas? They don't want you to go anywhere. They'd be just happy if you stayed at home so that the rest of us can enjoy ourselves. As for like expecting people running a business to hold Twitter spaces every fucking day for you, you guys are idiots. Okay? It's not their job. Their job is to work on the IP, to work on the company, to create products. We are customers, okay? We are not sophisticated investors. If we were sophisticated investors, we'd all be driving fucking Bentleys and Lambos. But that's not the situation. You're buying something here. So you're either a business owner or a customer. I'm a customer.
Is he fucking?
It's okay. That's what I do. Sorry about that. Somebody's calling me. They see me in the space. They're down there. They see me in the space and they're going to call me. I'm not going to answer you today. Okay. Like,
is it Moishi again?
No, I changed those numbers already. He can't call me. Me and Moishi are not cool. Okay. You don't waste Zimmy's time and Laura's time and then waste my time after. Like, yeah, fine, waste those two people's time, but don't waste my time. And as for like community, like, yo, if you buy into a project and you're smart about your stuff, you'll do what Sansa and Shotgun are doing and create a community yourself, and provide them with daily experiences. It, like, literally, if you're expecting these project owners to do this, they got enough problems. Okay, I talked to a lot of them. They got enough problems. They don't need you complaining about, oh, there isn't enough mods for me to talk to. Put down your phone, bitch, and go outside, okay? Or find a therapist. Stop putting this immense amount of pressure on people when you can't even run your own life and find friends outside of Twitter. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, they just sit there and complain all day. Like, bro, we got Ikigai Tea Shop. We got Red Bean Coffee. We got a whole bunch of people doing stuff, okay? If you need something to do, run a business. It's not hard. I promise you. Just have to go.
Wait,
and
it's
ask
not
people.
hard for
No,
I
it's
mean, compared to trying to be a motherfucker in Web3, yeah, it's not hard.
easier than complaining every day. Complaining's way harder. You got to figure out things to complain about.
Bro, I swear to God.
You're not solving anyone's problems. You're just doing what the initial 2021 NFT projects did. It's creating problems. Look at all the problems we have now. There's no end to the problems that we have now. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. No, Carol, you're right. Some people, I remember my time as a moderator. I was putting in fucking 18 to 20 hours a day for the majority of the week. Not the whole week, but the majority of it. And then, I'm at a point where these people are like, you're the hero that we needed, whatever. And I'm just like, I'm just here trying to make sure everyone's okay. But between Kuro and Toli's take and everyone else's take, I think it's a good point because Boss can do it. It's every project's a little different. Some people just need to go get friends. I will definitely agree with that because I've seen some people on Discord just straight up makes it their life's mission to go in and FUD in some sort of way. Like it's part of their routine. They wake up, brush their teeth, and then they're like going to Discord and FUD for fucking 45 minutes to 2 hours a day. So, Kuro, great take. You delivered. I'm sorry, cheating death. You delivered.
No, it's okay. Yo, I have one more thing. Okay, if
Okay.
you guys want like really good examples of people that took initiative, look at Vaughn. Okay, look at Compound from Artifact. Like Artifact's not gonna do anything like that. Okay, they're not gonna hold daily spaces. They're not gonna do any of that. This is Nike. Okay, pump my Nike bags. Okay, I bought a pair of Yeezys for $400 American. So now I can say whatever I want. Okay. Adidas give you bad posture. They're ugly. The Yeezys don't stop water. I went to the dog park. My freaking socks got wet. I was so angry. I'm like, yo, for $400, these kids. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I had to get that out.
Bro, that's real white mind.
Look at community initiatives. Look at people within communities that are pumping their own bags. If you want inspiration as to what you can do to pump your bags.
Facts, and more so because they are community members. You're part of that community. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get a hold of them or at least get advice from them and or the people around them. Again, I can't stress this enough. You look at like the Bean Gazette, right? Probably gonna bring them on next Tuesday if we can, or whatever. So at some point, because it's hard because a lot of people are international too, and this time it's like fucking midnight for them or really late at night. And so, but regardless, I think more people should be looking within, not just trying to look at the team and trying to put everything on them. But Waj, you're the last hand up, my man. What you got?
I was gonna remind, fucking hell. I was gonna remind Kuro that nobody got anywhere but in life by not complaining. So I disagree with him. I mean, you should just complain nonstop because the only way you're gonna create change in the world is to bitch and whine and not do anything about it. So that's the meta.
You are pumping your legal standing with me. Like, yo, that level of sarcasm, it does something to people. It makes them think about their decisions. Okay. Yeah. Hire Watcha. He can keep you in court for 5 years if you guys need to sue somebody to complain. You heard
that's true. And if you are my client and you complain, I very politely say sorry and then I hang up. So it gets you very far with me. I really like complainers.
Okay. Man, Waj, you just gave us so much content in that one unmuting alone. You have no idea. Chris is already
Is going fucking nuts over there. Sorry about that.
No. Oh yeah, no, don't worry, King. But anyway, I forgot that he could see the comments. I forgot he's in here. All right, look. Anyway, guys, today was a laid back space. We had the other two co-hosts couldn't make it. Them got locked out, so we're gonna give this a try again next week. Obviously, we'll dive a little bit deeper if we can into everything Izuki, if you guys don't already know. And then on top of that, we dive pretty deep.
Tag Dem and FUD him for rugging the space on us. I think that's a good idea. Just everyone tag Dem in a post right now.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Sounds reasonable.
No, this is a terrible idea. Let's not do that. But if you guys haven't already, check out. Well, not the Espresso Shop. We don't have it as pin post, but check out the host Saza. If you're new, to go ahead and set your reminders for tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, so tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Go ahead and set your reminders. We got Polygon Shot tomorrow. We got Solana Shot Thursday, and then we got the Creator Shot Friday. And remember, on Friday, we're going to be trying to do a little bit more of an interactive experience, talking a little bit more about content creation, any questions you have live. We're gonna go over carousel posts just to really fucking cover our bases on that a little bit more. We're gonna come up with a couple other things to discuss that you guys might want to hear about or know about. Again, I can't stress it enough. It's gonna be the first time we try it. It's gonna be something new. We always are willing to try something new, and we're always willing to change it up a little bit. So please set your reminders. Don't miss it. But yeah, Gigi, you got your hand up. You are now officially the last hand up. What you got?
Zanza, are you joining any awesome spaces tomorrow by chance? I would love to go listen to you.
What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Hot take. Hot take. Is that what you're thinking of? Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, I think you're going to be talking about how to build your brand on X for everyone who loves Zanza wants to, get some tips from the pros.
Yeah. I mean, calling me a pro is a little over exaggerating, but yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. Oh fuck! I forgot to get that pinned. But go ahead. Let's see if we can get that pinned at some point during the outro song. If not, Gigi's already got it. Yep. Go ahead and set your reminders, please. If you haven't already, is on top of the jumbotron. We also have today. Today's Tuesday. I believe Chris, if I'm not mistaken, we also have today the garden talks. Right? Wait, no, the garden grows. Sorry, I'm getting my garden names mixed up. But
Yep.
The garden talk someday.
Garden grows in an hour, less than an hour.
15, okay.
10.
I thought you guys pushed it back to.
Oh shit, we did. Yep. Don't ask me when things start. Ask anybody that's not me. Yep.
Co-host of that show, right there, everyone. Co-host of that show. Don't miss it. It's a little bit more where they welcome new members and they talk about just some general topics. So we dived in a little deep today. You want to just chill around with them? That's happening in just under 3 hours. I will be retweeting it later for them, so no one has to miss it. But guys, I really do appreciate all of you. Anyone who came on the stream, I really appreciate you, because Ice was talking about this yesterday. This is a very segmented process. We're trying to make this a little bit more streamlined in some way, shape, and form. Twitter has not made this that easy for us just yet, but regardless, just remember, in the next week, we got the Discord launch, we got the sub launch, and we are welcoming any feedback at that point, because honestly, it's just fucking all hands on deck. And we really appreciate if you guys just want to come and join the Discord and chat with us for a bit. No mods. We fired Michelle. It's over. So,
bye.
Yeah, all thanks to Toli's take on it. But anyhow, guys, you could have gone to any spaces today, but you came to this one, and I appreciate you for it. Shotgun, I want to give you a chance for closing remarks, and then I'll play us out.
Man, just real quick, I'll be posting in literally 15 minutes the reminders for tomorrow's Bean Spot. I'm also trying to get Bean Gazette in there, but apparently that's a bad time for them. So we will try to get them to next Tuesday, right, to be here and chop it up with us a little bit. But that's pretty much all they have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, maybe you're here for the first time, you don't know what's going on, when. Just go into Jumbotron right by GG Spaces. I pinned Sansa's Carousel. You can go and set the reminders for the rest of the week. This is the Espresso Shot. We go live every single day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, all the way to 1 p.m. Woo, that's pretty much all. Have a great rest of your days, and I'll see you around.
See you at 4 p.m. That's what I was supposed to say. I can't be that bad of a co-host. 4 p.m. EST today. We're giving everybody thousands of dollars. We'll see you there.
Guys, have a great fucking day. I love you. What's going on? Wait, why is it not playing? Whoa.
They say their song's too bad. They just said your taste not even playing an outro song.
Hold on. What's going on right now?
I think Michelle got access to your computer. And she
there we go.
If I was a fish, then I would probably be a swordfish. I just keep on winning while I'm swimming with endorphins. I don't need a door, not that thing right off the door hinge. Property so big, the Uber driver need coordinates. Series of events that led to this was not unfortunate. Only 5'7", but my money's not proportionate. Can't stop my plans, got too much in my hands.
Guys, I love you all. I appreciate you. Have a great fucking day.